Hey guys and gals, let's look at the Fantastical Tree House by LEGO DREAMZzz. This is set number 71461. Contains 1,257 bricks. Retails for $109.99. And this set was provided by the LEGO Group for early review. And this is essentially what we're building. Is a nice colorful tree house, which I do like to see a lot of the colors. And the box art is obviously attracting my attention. Looks like we got all sorts of stuff in here. It's not like any treehouse I've seen before, but it looks cool nonetheless. We get a swing and stuff. And here's the minifigures on top. We got Mateo, Izzie, Miss Castillo, Dreamling Mushroom, Z-Blob, Snivel, and Night Hunter. So we get like 7 characters we can mess around with. And here's the back of the box. So we obviously got 2 storylines, and usually I always pick the blue one. Which will you build? Well, I don't know. We haven't figured that out yet. Well, we'll do that in another installment. Let's see what this looks like all assembled. Here we are at the Fantastical Tree House, and yes, it is fantastical at that. So as you can see here, we do have several figures, and we'll be taking a closer look at these in a bit, as well as the features of the tree house. So it is a multi-level tree house with ladders. You got a red door that takes you inside, and of course somebody had to take a nap. And there's plenty of things to do here. Like we got a few of these rooms, and these can be detached. I'll pull one off and show you. You just snap off, and I'm sure you can reconfigure these too. So that's pretty cool. So this is great for imaginative play. And in addition, you can change between the green or the blue story. I'm doing blue, so I'm sure somebody else has got the green. You also got a swing here. So, well, he's got his projectile launcher in him, and a lot of these guys have weapons, so you can't have them sit in the swing. Lots of signs, lots of stickers, but you have lots of signs. I guess you don't want to, I don't want anybody to get lost in here. And here is the back. So here looks like we got ourselves a little furnace area, and we got a thing full of cookies. Looks like they're sugar cookies, like ones with sprinkles. Supposed to go in that oven. Why would you have an oven inside of a tree house? Is beyond me. That'd be an accident waiting to happen. Then here we got a living room with the front door. And we have 2 sleeping quarters. The only thing this thing's missing is a bathroom. If it had a bathroom, it'd be a full, complete house. And you pretty much have access to all the rooms in here. So everything in here you can grab. Even with adult hands, you can move figures around and stuff in here. And on the top, you have a deck. You got a lookout tower at the very top with the flag. And these leaf pieces add a little bit more a pop of color. Now, unfortunately, this is all you get on here for foliage for this tree, so it seems rather barren at that. This looks like some kind of a tree house I'd like to see if I was a kid, just to go in person. You know, if I can shrink down and just kind of climb up in here, it'd be really cool to explore this. But back here, it kind of looks a little bit unfinished, I think, because we're just missing the back side of this. I do like the swing here, and yeah, I mean, it's probably a lot of people are going to be playing with the swing and all this stuff in here. And there is some stud launchers. I'm trying to think of where they're at here. They're right here, so they fire up. Maybe they're meant to be fireworks. I'm not going to demonstrate that because I don't want to have to pick that up. And then here we got a little bagel shop here with a toaster that flies this disc out. And I don't want to have to track that down either, but it's in there. It's been cooking for a while now. So you do get a lot of action figures and stuff. Some of the stuff is a bit top heavy and it likes to fall down. Well, this 360 spin tour doesn't really serve justice, so we're going to take a closer look. So here we have this little mailbox thing that likes to eat your mail and then spits it back out at you. You can obviously fly if you need him to make a house call. I'm not sure of his name, but yeah, we get a mailbox in here with this. And here we have Izzie. And the one that's taking a nap is Mateo. So maybe he's tired of holding that spear. I know I would be too. And we have a killer plant. It's like a Venus flytrap. And that just looks creepy in itself, huh? Yeah. And then we have this blue thing back here. Well, he wants to hide from the camera. Oh, his head fell off too. Well, we'll just stick that back on there. I'm trying to do it all one-handed here. There we go. And his name is Dreamling Mushroom. Well, yeah, we'll be dreaming all right. Be dreaming of making this into a parts thing. Well, he just fell apart again. And of course we have Miss Castillo. And behind her is Snivel. And then we have Night Hunter right here, right by the swing. And yeah, pretty much that's what that is. And the set has nice graphical prints. Somebody's obviously enjoying that sign. But sadly, it's a sticker. I forgot to mention this guy here, and this is probably the most creepy thing that I built, but obviously was the most boring one too. It's like he's got a padlock down here. So I guess what he does is he grabs the kids and throws them inside the cage and just walks around with them. So maybe it's like a field trip around the treehouse. And here we got the second floor. Looks like an entry into the treehouse here. That's just about as far as that door opens up. Little sofa inside. We'll take a look at the back side here in a bit. And some kind of little balloon factory. Now this set does have a lot of stickers applied to it, but a lot of road signs. They don't want you to get lost in here. I also like the blue stuff on this tree as well. These little pod, water, drippy, sappy things. I don't know what those are. It's like this one here does slime or ooze. So if you say, I don't know, the tree will slime you. Some of you will get the reference to that. And it says treehouse right there. And here's the top part with those stud launcher things. We got to take a look at the bagel shop, huh? I think this right here must be a pastry shop or a balloon shop, but this one here is like a bagel shop. And there's this little toaster here, and I'll just do a quick demonstration. You just push this thing down, and that's supposed to come up. So you gotta, if you're, somebody can look in there, you can hit the switch, and then the bagel will come out flying at them. And here's the top here with the lookout tower. Probably the tallest point of this tree house. A little ladder up there. Now I like this little telescope. Now I could see that being used in other creations. Oh, maybe I'll have to snag that idea, huh? So it is a very brightly colorful model. Now let's take a look at the interior. We'll start back at the top and work our way back down to the bottom. So looks like we got some kind of, I don't know if this is supposed to be paint or ketchup or mustard or something. So maybe you can squirt that on to the good guys that come in there. And there's the sleeping quarters. I mean, it's nice and cozy too. Here's another one. Oh, we even got a bedside lamp in this one too. I mean, who doesn't have a pizza right by their sleeping bag? Yeah, there's a lot of things going on here. And there's that door, and we got ladders taking you up, but you have to hop to get to them. And we got a little TV in there and a little sofa. Here's the bottom down here with that little pizza oven. Well, you could use it as a pizza oven, but this one's cooking sugar cookies with sprinkles. Now, as you can tell though, this set has so many things going on here. This is really fun. I'll save my thoughts for the review. But as you can see, there's a lot of stuff you can do in this tree house. So, yeah, this is obviously meant to be played with. Let's start with play value for the review, and it is a fully playable set. As you saw with the tour, now you get lots of accessories and minifigures, but you got several floors to play with on this model. So whoever builds this set is not going to be shortchanged on play. There's plenty of things to do. So I can see this being a heavily played set at that, especially with the working swing, and these rooms can be rearranged, and you also have the alternative storyline, so there is a lot of play potential with this set. Now for city drop-in value, it's not so much friendly with that. Why? Because we have half a tree here. So unless you're willing to finish that up, you could do that. Or if you want to make more of a mock out of this, you could fill in the back part and make this more of a full tree. Even add more foliage on here too would look really good for mock value. Now we're going to jump right into build quality, and this was not shortchanged either on that. A lot of this stuff in here is securely fastened to everything, except for this flag here. This will sometimes come off. I've had this one here get whacked off a few times, and there was this little monitor that was in one of these rooms here that came off when I was working on it, but nothing too bad. These fences do sometimes flex around and move and stuff like that, but for the most part this is meant to be played with, so the build quality in this is really good. Build experience, I would say for me it was a little bit above average. I was engaged with this build. I think the reason being is that it is a very colorful build. Look at all the colors in this. This thing really pops out. It catches my attention, especially for an adult. So this is a really nice build. There were some instances like with this guy here. He was boring to put together because it was just basically all made out of black components. Other than that, I was really engaged with this set. So I think a child is obviously going to have a lot of fun putting this tree together, and even for me, I was really pleased with it. So my final score on this set is going to be an 8.8. Why? Because some of the stickers I had difficulty putting on, the flags kept coming off, and the most important thing is this set is not really a collaborative build. Bags 1 through 9 pretty much worked on the treehouse. 10, him, I don't even know his name, I forgot. And then 11, 12, and 13 did these rooms here. So you really can't break this down evenly for a collaborative build. So that's why I'm digging off the points on that. Now, for a retail price of $109.99, this is essentially what you're getting. You're getting a full playable model. This is a very fun model, even for an adult, and I'm kind of inspired to make my own stuff out of this. So I think that's a pretty reasonable price for the set, especially for 1,257 bricks, so that's pretty average for the set. You're not going to get shortchanged on some really cool, rare, and exotic pieces that come with the set, like this red door and these blue leaf pieces. I mean, there's just a lot of goodies in this set. But I want to hear from you guys and gals. What do you think of this? What do you think from the tour? Does this set seem playable to you? Does it seem like it has a lot of features? Let me know in the comments.